back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Let's go.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start with a give to Connor, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. But they face a second and long to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Wentz. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's Wentz to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. The defending champion Eagles having their troubles in this first game since Super Bowl 52, but they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Connor. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ertz has it left side. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Great 15, great 15. Here we go. Great 15, great 15.
On first down, Wentz. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate from 21 yards away. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And spins away. There he goes, left side.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Sunday.
Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's brought in left side by Tate. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
82. Hey, rip 5-2. On here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
This 5-2. Hey, stat.
To throw, it's Wentz. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Elliott now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Gun. Hey, wait.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Left. Gun. Space. Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And shutting through the tackle. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. Finding some room at midfield. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 65 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Coleman now. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons add on. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Come on now. Let's go. Let's win. Go. Which one is it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Deion Jones in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brooks Reed. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz trying to lay one up deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, there we go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Great. Go.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate, and he's able to get up here to the 26. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Great 15.
Wentz now to throw. Now he's flipped, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Falcons, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.